Hi guys, welcome to this course on usually we are understanding what is the uniform system of accounting for lodging industries. This course is very important for operation managers, finance managers and other hospitality employees in order to understand what are the standard definition of profit and loss statement, what is included there, what kind of expenses go in what kind of lines. In the previous module, we have learned about rooms department and the general profit and loss statement or overall profit and loss statement. In this module, we are going to discuss the F&B profit and loss statement. What is F&B profit and loss? What are the definition of room F&B revenue, beverage revenue? What are the other type of revenues that are there? And then we also be looking at the expenses. So let us start with understanding the F&B profit and loss statement. So if you see on the screen, the F&B profit and loss statement basically is divided into a few sectors: food revenue, beverage revenue, and also the other revenue, which means the audiovisual, the production, a function room, cover charges, surcharge, which is not related to food or beverages. So and each type of revenue, the food revenue and the beverage revenue, is divided by the venue, by the type of restaurant. So the hotel may have different type of restaurants. Maybe it has in-room dining, it has banquet, it has mini bar, specialty restaurants, other takeaways. So every outlet has to be treated separately. Every outlet's profitability is supposed to be determined separately. Though in usually there is only one profit and loss statement which is covering all the outlets, where all the cost of the food and beverage is consolidated together. All the expenses, labor cost and other expenses are consolidated together. However, in practice, hotels usually have separate profit and loss statement for each outlet. So it means that certain common expenses are supposed to be allocated. More on that later, but for the time being, let us understand about the profit and loss statement. So after the revenue, the food and beverage revenue, you will have you will see there are other allowances, less allowances. So all as same as the room department, the allowances means if you have spent any amount of free or rebated any check, that will go here. Instead of reducing directly from the revenue, we show it as less allowances. So the total food and beverage revenue will be total of food revenue and beverage revenue minus the allowances. Then you have the next line item is other revenue, means audio visual. Then you have function room, cover charges. So we're going to be looking at what goes into these lines in a separate in the next video, where we will be covering the the F&B revenue in much more details. The next one is the expenses, where you will see the cost of sale is being tracked in the profit and loss statement, where you will see the cost of food and beverage sales, cost of food sale, cost of beverage sale, cost of other revenue. The cost of other revenue means if you have spending any money to gain the expense, to gain the revenue from audiovisual, from cover charges, for surcharge or for the function room, those costs will go there as a cost of other revenue. Then you will have total cost of sales. It will give you the gross profit earned by food and beverage department of the hotel. After that, you will be looking at the cost, the means the other cost, which is labor cost, which is common labor cost. Similar to the rooms department, here the labor cost is also divided into service and into management and non-management. And management is again divided into service and kitchen. Non-management is divided into banquet, kitchen and venues, means the other individual outlets. So that anybody who is reading this consolidated profit and loss statement is able to understand where the spending is there, in which outlet amount is being spent. In practice, when you have separate department for each and every individual, you will have, in the non-management, you may cover kitchen, service and stewarding separately, or you may you may have miscellaneous for hygiene if you have hygiene inspectors there in the on the payroll, or you may have the casuals, means the banquet staff, but banquet will be charged to the banquet profit and loss. For general, it will be only service, kitchen and stewarding.